Okay, guys, today we're going to be talking about what a function is, and from various forms, can you determine if a given relation is a function? So a function is a relation in which, this is very important, in which each input maps to exactly one output. Each input maps to exactly one output. So when I use the word input, I'm talking about your x values, your domain values. And when I use the word output, I'm talking about your range values, your y values. So if you're given the relation as a set of points, and you are tasked with determining if it's a relation, if it's a function or not, what you want to do is you want to set up what's called a mapping diagram. A mapping diagram is these two ovals where we take our x values and we list them on the left-hand side, and we take our y values and we list them on the right-hand side. So you'll notice that we took 3, 5, and 7, those are x values, and listed them there, and then we took 8, 4, and 6, and we listed them in the range bubble. Now, what's important is not so much that you put them in order. I like to put them in order, but it's not required. But what is important is that you do not duplicate values. So like if 8 were to appear twice, we would only put it once. If you repeat values, you can get an incorrect answer. So it's important that we do not duplicate values when we're writing down domain and range. Then to finish the mapping diagram, we draw arrows from the input to its corresponding output. So 3 maps to 8 as dictated by this point right here. 5 maps to 4 as this one right here shows us. And 7 maps to 6 as this one shows us. And I repeated that process across all 3 of these examples. Now, what we are looking for is we are looking right here. And I want to know that every input has only one arrow coming out of it. If it has more than one arrow coming out of it, like this example right here, that means that this input maps to more than one output, which makes it not a function. Notice here, each of these only has one arrow coming out, which means every input maps to exactly one output. So let's answer for these. This is a function, yes, because each input maps to exactly one output. Versus this one, like we said, right here, this causes this to fail. This is a problem. So this is a no, not a function because, and you can simply write, because some inputs map to more than one output. And then likewise, I wanted to talk about this one. This illustrates a point. Notice that all of the inputs map to the same output of 6. That is okay. It's still the case that each input only has one arrow coming out. Therefore, this is a function because each input. So this is a yes. Each input maps to exactly one output. Okay. So then in table form, it's the same basic idea, but this time we're basically looking for repeat x values. So like right here, we notice this is not a function because the input of 2 maps to more than one output. Here, I don't have any repeat x values, so that means every input has exactly one output. Here, again, -3 has more than one output. So that's a no-go. So this one would be no, yes, no. And then here, this only has one input mapping to all different outputs. So this is definitely a no. So no, some inputs have more than one output. Yes, each input maps to exactly one output. No, some inputs have more than one output. No, some inputs have more than one output. And finally, we want to examine the situation where we're given a graph, and it's the same type of thing. We are looking to determine if each input has exactly one output. We have a little trick for this. It's called the vertical line test. And essentially what we would do is we would start on the left-hand side of the graph, and we would imagine drawing a vertical line. So this would look like this. Whoops. Imagine drawing a vertical line. Now imagine taking that line and moving it across the graph. And if that vertical line touches the graph in more than one spot at any place, then it fails the vertical line test. So for example, this one actually passes because it doesn't touch in more than one place. So this would be yes. Each input maps to exactly one output. Whereas here, notice this fails because it's touching in two places. This fails because it's touching in many places, and the same thing with this one. So in this case, this would be a yes, each input maps to exactly one output. This would be a no, this would be a no, this would be a no, and in each case, the reason would be some inputs map to more than one output.